Keep in mind, just per perspective, this is a 20-foot hill. This isn't like, oh, he fell 5 feet. This is like 20 feet in the air. Literally like 20 feet in the air. This is a tree. Which is what he broke his ribs on, by the way. This a tree. Right here, a tree. Okay? So what happened? Yo, MB with the 10 gifted, thank you. He starts going down. Right? When the front of his four-wheeler gets here, here's the front of his four-wheeler, right? Here's the four-wheeler. Here is him front flipping off the four-wheeler right here. Front flips off the four-wheeler down to the tree, hits up against the tree, breaks his ribs, and while he's down there,
I cropped my head, and here I am on Mount Rushmore.
Word!
I've been told by Jay Fazoo21 to keep this message short, sweet, and to the point. So again, I appreciate you from one creator to another. You are awesome, CaseO.
Oh my!
And just
goodness.
remember, during the holiday season, if anybody watches the great movie Home Alone, starring Macaulay Culkin, he played Kevin McAllister. In that movie, he has an older brother named...
Side of this, it looks more gnarly than this. Like, I told him, I'm like, bro, if you're going to flip, you need to be ready to jump off. Because I thought he was going to flip over to the right. And if he would have flipped over to the right, you can jump off the four-wheeler. You know what I mean? So if you start flipping to the right, you jump off. But if you flip over front ways, you can't jump off. You just got to hope you don't die. So he didn't flip off to the right. He takes off down this hill right here. And when he gets to this point, which is the obvious problem, the front of his four-wheeler tire slips off. This is way farther down than it was. The hill is more like this tall. Also, keep in mind, just per perspective, this is a 20-foot hill. This isn't like, oh, he fell 5 feet. This is like 20 feet in the air. Literally like 20. Decent perspective here. Okay. Okay, hold on. This thing right here. This is literally the exact four-wheeler except in red. The exact four-wheeler. Matter of fact, this is the exact four-wheeler that I was on. He was on the exact same one except in red. I'm talking big dog four-wheeler. Big dog. This is a big dog right here. Came crashing down. I seen it. It didn't land on him like sideways. The front of it like hit him and rolled over him. I would die. That's literally what I said. That's quite literally what I said, is that I would die. Literally. I thought he was gone. So he's laying down here. And if, you know, obviously, judging from this story, my dad has been hurt many times. Buddy, golly, buddy, let me tell you. Lord. Yo, Faded with the 5. Appreciate you, Faded with the 5. Thank you. Hope everything's good. Everything is good. How's Pops? He hurting, but he's alive. He's probably 99.9, 100% chance he's watching right now. W Dad. Yeah, he's out the hospital. Did I say blue hoodie, by the way? Yeah, it is a blue hoodie. It is a blue hoodie. That's blue. That's a blue hoodie right there. That is indeed a blue hoodie right there. Yep. Blue hoodie. Blue one. Mobley with the 5. Thank you. Not hoodie, but you know what I mean. Chat, did y'all have a good weekend, bro? Having 4 of them things, chat. He got like sleep on the recliner because the bed hurts. You know? Your mom needs to keep your dad in a bubble. Nah, he does need to be in a bubble. I'm signing this. What you talking about? Nah, bro does need to be in a bubble, though, for real. Like, for real, Ski, he does. Hope everything's good. Everything is good. How's Pops? He hurting, but he's alive. He's probably 99.9, 100% chance he's watching right now. W Dad. Yeah, he's out the hospital. Did I say blue hoodie, by the way? Yeah, it is a blue for fun. Bro, there are people that wake up in the morning, put some running shoes on, and go jogging to start off their day. Of course it's embarrassing. You think I'm proud of that? Yo, Maxie with the 5. Thank you. That's not much of a feat. Buddy, I'm literally fast. What are you talking about? I'm fast. Cap, on everything I love, I'm fast. I'm dead serious fast. Like, I'm dead serious. Bro, when I was in school, I was outrunning dudes half my weight. Easiest part of all of this, you know, my dad looks like Mr. Clean. He ain't got no hair or nothing. He had his reading glasses on the top of his head. He fell off a 20-foot cliff, broke 4 ribs, and collapsed a lung, and the 4-wheeler landed on top of him. His glasses stayed on his head. How? I don't know. It looked like a non-survivable situation. It looked like a non-survivable. I even told my mom, I said, if that would have been me, I would have died. Literally. I said, if that would have been me that did that, I'd have died. Because it looked like a non-survivor. And all I see, from my perspective, is I see him go over the hill, and then all I see is the bottom of the 4-wheeler. And it's no longer on the ground. As he goes down, all I see is the bottom of the 4-wheeler. So bro busted a complete front flip off a 20-foot hill, hit a tree, broke 4 ribs in the back. Then the 4-wheeler landed on top of him. And if you've never seen a Can-Am Outlander 1000, that is one of the biggest 4-wheelers in the world, if not the biggest one. Let me just give you a perspective. I'm standing here. You know, this me right here. I'm standing here. He's on his 4-wheeler right here. Okay? 4-wheeler. He's on that thing. I walk up to it. I look at it. Or no, he calls me because I'm farther up the hill because we're looking for a trail to get to a certain. This was like a if you went 4-wheeler riding in the woods, you know, you usually stick to like a trail that's been cut. We were like pioneering a never went down before trail. This was like, we're in the woods that ain't nobody set foot in since probably like 1,000 years ago, when they were like walking through the woods. I was farther up here. He calls me over. He's like, hey, it looks like we can get down over here. I come walking up. I look over this hill. I'm like, are you joking? Directly after it happened, I hear him down there like, you know when you get the breath knocked out of you, you can't do nothing but like sit there and like groan, like, ah, 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 ah. That's all I heard from the bottom of the hill. And I'm like, okay, I've seen this dude get hurt many times in my life, and only a couple times has he ever made that noise. When he got hurt, that's how I know something's bad. Alina with the 5 gifted, thank you. I come down the hill, and by the time I got down the hill, I walked down it, and by the time I got down the hill, bro was up walking around. I'm like, how are you up walking around? He had an adrenaline dump or something. Bro was up walking. Keep in mind, he's fresh off of 4 broke ribs and a collapsed lung. Walking around. Only Cheeks with the 5, thank you. So at this point, keep in mind how big the Can-Am am. Sweet Lily Hard. Yo, W subbers, man. Appreciate y'all. W subbers, man. Appreciate y'all. Chat, y'all miss me? Be honest. Huh? Chat, y'all miss me? Man, what a weekend, buddy. Golly. Golly, buddy. Let me tell you. Lord. Yo, Faded with the 5. Appreciate you, Faded with the 5. Thank you. Hope everything's good. Everything. He's on his four-wheeler right here. Okay. Four-wheeler. He's on that thing. I walk up to it. I look at it. Or no, he calls me because I'm farther up the hill because we're looking for a trail to get to a certain. This was like a if you went four-wheeler riding in the woods, you know, you usually stick to like a trail that's been cut. They wouldn't have been able to get me out of there. They'd have just buried me on site and put a tombstone there. Off in the middle of the woods. I'd have been dead. They wouldn't even use the real tombstone. They just would have buried me and left the four-wheeler there as a tombstone. I'd have been there laid off, just dead. Somebody said I'm fragile, so yes. Hey! Hey! Yo, Kale with the 25 gifted. Give me some W's for Kale with the 25 gifted. Thank you, Kale. W, Kale. Appreciate that, Kale, for real. Thank you.